with y'all, fully focused in, back at it, building with another video today. Today I wanted to talk about more on the us versus them mentality, right? Focusing on your inner circle and why it's so important. So when you're leveling up, right, I mentioned this before, there's going to be jealousy that's going to be stirred up. It could be within, your workplace, could be within, let's say, the gym. It could be, all of this is, I guess, could relate to anybody, right? So maybe even within, I don't know, your family, your friend, or your friends, right? That's what happens when, you achieve a higher tier. Jealousy will be formed. That's where the people that would admire that, right? The haters versus the people the supporters, right? That's where the distinction will come in, right? So the us versus them mentality, it really holds to a fact, because you will be able to distinguish, right? Just based off of energy, it'll get to the point where you be able to distinguish just based off of energy how people are not going to be, on your side. They are going to be against you. In a matter of sense, you know what I'm saying? So, people want to bring you down to their level. I mentioned this time and time again. I'm diving deep more into what happens in the stages of you leveling up. Later on, I'm going to make more content on further aspects, financial aspect, get more playlists into your physique, getting workout videos and all that. But I'm doing general topics right now, so that I'll be able to have more subcategories, more playlists onto the specifics. So the us versus them mentality. Shout out Rich Coop. Shout out Rolo Tomasi, right? It emphasizes, and this is all red pill knowledge because it does apply to men, whether you're alpha or beta, doesn't matter. You're still a man either way. You do want to aspire, when you reach your purpose, you reach your goals, it gets lonelier at the top. And there's a reason why it gets lonelier at the top. Everybody wants to bring you down, no matter, i.e., words, or they will try to discredit you in some sense or some sort of way, making accusations. You see this with, let's say, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant back in 06 or 05, he had the rape allegations, right? You see recently Bill Cosby. Now, this is in particular with black men. I can relate that to more because I've been put in that similar position, or I was in that same position. And, once you do experience that, or once you become knowledgeable about that, you'll be able to distinguish truth from lie, right? Or facts from foolishness. So the us versus them mentality is then important. That's why, I emphasize the inner circle. People that are for you, they'll reach out to you eventually, you know what I'm saying? That's why you always want to have people that are above you. Obviously, the comparison, I'm not saying, above you as in like they're better than you. I don't personally believe one person is better than the other. We're all humans at the end of the day. We all come from the same place, and then we go down to the same place. There's no distinction. There's no distinguished characteristics or distinguished how do I say it, end factor, so you have to instill it in your mind, us versus them, who is with me and who is not with me, because ignorance is bliss. Yes, I do sometimes admit I would like to go back to the state of where I was younger, ignorant, blissful, because I wasn't aware of, people hating, or I wasn't aware of how really the world really works. It is what it is, because there's things that you can't change and that you can't change, right? I cannot change my skin. My skin is made of phospholipids, ethers, esters, all types of organic material, right? There's no way I can make it into, I don't know, an elastomer or something like that. I know I'm talking science. I know it's kind of a little bit foreign, but if you get it, you can't turn gold into plastic, right? It's impossible. We'll say that just for the purpose of this video. I don't want to be wrong about that. Maybe there's some science about that. But the us versus them mentality instills, this is sort of pre-innate. It's innate. I mean, not pre-innate. It's innate. Going back to the scientific route, right? It's programmed within our genetic code, our sequence, our mindset, our thinking. Men. Shout out Rich Coop, watching the video prior months ago. I forgot what he said, but he said we were in tribal generations, right? Before this, years ago, thousands of years ago, we were in tribes. That's why you see civilizations, distinguished civilizations back in the day. We still have civilizations now, but more in a tribe sense. I'm Ugandan, so we have clans, right? Clans, families. That's why you have this sense of already the us versus them. When you have your family, when your family, let's say your back is against the wall, like The Incredibles or something like that, you'll be able to know that you guys will stick together, right? The same sense is within that you have to keep in mind. Yes, we're being more integrated. We're trying to have more unified, more unison within all races, ages, genders, but the realistic goal is that people are not always on the same page. Everybody's different. People will be on the same page on some things, but not everybody will be on the same page on everything. There may be compromises, but there's always going to be conflicts. That's just how nature is, animal nature, human nature. Humans are animals as well at the end of the day. We're not above bears or lions. It's only because we have reached this level of intelligence that I guess we think we're better than others, but we're not really, not necessarily. Like I said, we come from the same place and then we go back down to the same place. So remember that. Keep that in mind. People will try to take advantage of you, like I said before. A lot of the stuff I'm repeating, but this is more of a clear-cut, concise video, us versus them. Keep that in mind. See who's in your corner, because people that are not in your corner, that's where you get taken down, right? Mike Tyson, he didn't have the best people in his corner, right? He didn't have the right people in his corner, and guess what happened? In his prime years, when he was gonna be, even though he's still notorious, he's one of the greatest boxers to ever step in the ring, he could have achieved more levels of greatness because he missed his prime years, and that was on purpose, right? People wanted to take him down. He didn't instill this us versus them mentality as much, and it's sad. When you want to be great, people try to take you down. That's the devil. The devil will try to distract you, via words. It happened to me. People can be low, but at the end of the day, it's only words, and they're just trying to take you off your grind and off your purpose. You stay on track, you stay focused, you stay motivated. It's an everyday thing, and it's a lifestyle. Keep that in mind. You wake up in the day, all you want to do is you want to grind, hustle, and get your day out, right? You have to see that bullet, that point, right? That pinpoint, right, on that dartboard. You have to see that with a clear eye, and you may look to the right or look to the left, but make sure that you always have that. That's your focal point. You know what I mean? Don't even care what people do for the right of or people for the left of you. Admire intelligence, admire people trying to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a hater. It's not good for yourself, and it changes up your mentality. How you think is what will outcome. So speaking to existence, this us versus them, and speaking to existence that you want to be faithfully committed to greatness. And that's all I have to say within the video. So I want y'all to be 0.0001, 0.01 0.1% better, it doesn't matter, because we are fully focused and we are trying to become the best version of ourselves. All right, y'all. Peace.